So here's what we're going to be talking about today. Excuse me. Composition books. And this is the best time of year to get your hands on some composition books or other types of notebooks or journals or things like that, because school supplies are out, right? School supplies are out everywhere. Sometimes there's a little madness on the school supply aisles, but I want you crafters and makers to work your way in and grab some composition books. They are so much fun to get crafty with. Okay. So, and I'm sorry, I'm still congested. I think it's just the, the difference in the being up in the mountains and that high altitude and the lower temps, and then coming down to uh, to Texas and the heat and the humidity and the dust and all the things. So I'm sorry if I get a little choked up. I'm perfectly fine. Just I'll clear my throat and we'll go on. So most composition books, you guys, look like this, right? Most composition books look like this. It's a full-size composition book. They are great, obviously great notebooks. How many of you love a notebook? I love a notebook. I'm constantly taking notes in something, constantly, kind of a list maker. So constantly making lists. And I think a lot of other people are too. So that's why I think these also make really great gifts. Okay. I think they can make awesome, amazing gifts. So these are great to pick up right now. Now, sometimes they're going to have like this black and white kind of marbled look on the front. They'll be in colors, green, red, blue, yellow, it doesn't matter because we're going to alter the cover. Okay. We're going to alter the cover. Now, as much as I love this, I love these so much more. I love these. I guess it was last year that I first picked these up. They're starting to make they are making half composition books. Okay. It's literally half. Look, it's just been cut in half, right? 1, 2. I love these little half composition books. Look at them. They're literally it's the same notebook, right? Just cut in half. I mean, it does have nice rounded corners, but these are so cute. Now, most of the time when you find these in the school supply aisle, you're not going to find them in singles. These you usually find in singles, maybe in a pack. But when I have found these, they have been in a pack. So you're not getting just one, you're going to have like a pack of a few. Okay. I love the half ones. Great little notebooks. Toss them in your bag, in your purse, backpack, and they're great for everybody. You can do so many little notebooks like this, right? And have little gifts just right ready to go when you want to gift something to someone. Let's think forward, even a stocking stuffer, right? Even a cute little stocking stuffer would just be so fun out of these half composition books. Sorry, I can tell I'm going to be clearing my throat and drinking a lot on camera today. So where did I find these? I found mine at Walmart. Now, I've already told my Napkin Club group, they've been looking for them. We're finding that not all Walmarts carry the same thing, which is, that's just how it is. But I'm going to tell you Walmart, because that's where I got mine. Office supply stores, really anybody that sells school supplies. Okay. Office supply stores generally will have these. Definitely I want you to check your Walmart, anywhere that sells school supplies right now. Now, of course, if you don't want to fight the crazy of the school supply area or the school supply aisles, which can get really crowded this time of year, you can also find these online. Okay. And that's exactly what they're called, half composition books. Okay. They're just cut in half. They're just adorable and just so cute and super fun and very, very easy to alter and create cute, unique little custom notepads. Okay. You ordered yours online from Walmart, Kathleen? Okay, that's good. Stephanie's also saying to check online at Walmart. Darla got hers on Amazon. Yes. So really anywhere you can get school supplies, and they don't always have these out all year. That's why I was like, we need to talk about composition books and craft and chat today, because um, when they're out the most is when school supplies come out. Okay, so that's the best time of the year. Now, right now is the best time, if you like what I show you today, to grab some of these. Now, I'm going to be using napkin art today, but I'm also going to show you, I have another little book here that I made with, that's just using scrapbook paper, washi tape, things like that. So just know, how many of you are paper crafters out there? If you're a paper crafter, these are awesome to alter with your scrapbook papers, okay? Because you have all those cute printed papers. You can wrap some ribbon around them. Cute little, you can embellish them however you want, and they're just going to look super cute and adorable, okay? So if you're a paper crafter, put these on your gotta get list. Okay, put these on your gotta get list. Super, super cute. Great for teacher gifts, right? A back to school gift. Great for your kids. I mean, just to me, anybody and everybody, we all could use a cute little notepad, right? Make great, 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 great gifts. And here's the other thing. As crafters, okay, as makers, whether you're into napkin art or paper crafting or whatever you're into, we tend to have a lot of supplies. Right? We tend to have a lot of paper. We tend to have a lot of napkins, all of those things. These little guys, especially the half ones, I think are great for your scraps. This is a great, what I'm going to call a scrap buster project, right? So many things that you could utilize out of your scraps and get those scraps used and out of the way. Okay. So really, really fun doing these. Either size is very cute. And again, I'm going to show you the half composition books. They are literally one book cut in half. Okay. They're so cute. Yes. Oh, you're cleaning out your craft room today. Okay, Jackie. Well, maybe you can put to the side a few things that you think you could utilize on a craft like this. It's just fun. You're just going to sit there and just make them and have fun with it. Stack them up and then use them as you need them. Again, for yourself, for your family members, for gifts for others, right? So I think y'all will really, 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 really like this. And I would tell you not to just get one. I would go ahead and get like a set. They usually come, or when I bought them at Walmart, I was trying to remember this morning. I want to say maybe there were 6 to 8 or 9. I can't remember, but it was about like that many, in a set. Do y'all remember how many were in a set? I can't remember, but I bought a couple sets. So I have a nice little stack of these half composition books to use, because I just absolutely love the size. If you're into mixed media, yes, I mean, this is something that you could completely transform, again, with any kind of any and all of your supplies, right? Some of your stampers, you could do stamping. I mean, there's just so many things. And then, of course, there's all the different ways you could use a notebook, right? So many different ways that you can use a notebook. So let's go ahead and get started here. Oh, there's 5 in a pack. Okay, then I bought a 10 pack because I remember there was a smaller pack and a bigger pack. So I must have bought the 10 pack. And I probably left with a couple of them because I've got quite a little stack. Okay, so okay, good, Lori. Now you know why you need them. So let's go ahead and get crafty with them this morning. And again, this is super fun, super easy. I'm going to show you one real quick that I have already transformed like this. I did this one in my Napkin Club last summer because I thought it would be a great little travel journal, maybe for somebody that's going to the beach or wherever. So I just want to show you this one. Everything you see here, my friends, is napkins. It's all napkin art. Isn't that cute? Beach more, worry less. So I thought this could be such a cute little travel journal for somebody that loves going to the beach or for vacationing, or just, again, just a cute customized notebook, right? Had some ribbon that I put around here, a couple little charms hanging off. So really, really lots of fun that you can have with these. I also want to show you one more journal before we get messy, okay? This is a journal that I picked up at Walmart. But this was back in like the craft supplies. This is like a true, just a sketch journal, no lines, nothing like that in it. But I just want to show you how cute. You can see it's like this. This is just scrapbook paper. This is just scrapbook paper. I literally put it on with double-sided tape, my score tape. Super cute. I made a little pin holder right here with washi tape. That's just washi tape, doubled over, right? So it doesn't stick. Super cute. Put another little piece of scrapbook paper in here in the inside cover, right? So fun. And then look so this kind of journal just has blank pages in it, right? So I literally, while I was watching a movie. This is a while back. I've had this for a while. I took my washi tape and I just started adding washi tape. Here, let me kind of flip through them on the edges of the pages. Isn't that cute? I came in and I added my own. This black page is kind of considered like a divider page. So I literally just put it in with washi tape. I put it into the spine of the book. So I have these little dividers. This was a past scrap stasher project. If you guys have been with me for a while, this is 2 pages that I folded one in and then seamed it off with washi tape, right? A little tag in here to make a pocket. So after every little divider, I have a little pocket page. Okay. Let's see one other thing I did with washi tape. I have so much washi tape. I mean, it's just ridiculous. And I'm trying to use it and I still have a lot. But look how cute these are. This again is just washi tape, which is just a decorative paper tape. And just folded under on a I started to call this a clothespin, but that's not correct. It's a paper clip. On a paper clip, and then just stuck the tape together and then just cut a little flag end on it. I think you can see these here. So very, very fun project, very easy project. So those, because I wanted to show something for my paper crafters out there. Paper crafters, you've got a ton of paper. So these are things that you can do easily with your paper scraps, easily with all that washi tape that you probably have, right, laying around. Okay, so very, very easy to do. This could become your own journal. It could be your idea book. It could be a reference book. Gosh, it could just be so many things. Okay, so I love picking this one up. Again, it's just it's a little thicker now because of all the washi tape and all the things, but it's super cute. Okay, so regardless, I'm going to use napkins today on a couple of these small ones, but I just want my paper crafters to know this is great for some of that extra stuff that you have. You guys, these little notebooks would be so cute done for holidays or seasons, right? We're about to hit fall. Maybe you want to create a little gratitude book, right? Maybe you want to do something in a fall theme that you use as a prayer book, a praise book, right? A gratitude journal, I think, is a great way to use these. And that, again, could be gifted if you want to. I also think Christmas would be so cute. Think about your Christmas, like your little Christmas planner. It could be your little Christmas planner with your to-do list and your shopping list and your recipes and all of the things, right? So again, I think these would make really cute, what I call little somethings, which is that little something. You just need a little something to give to a neighbor, a coworker, whoever, right? Anybody that you want to uplift with a little gift. Okay. Isn't that cute? Okay, so let's get started. I'm going to move the big one out of the way. I really want to focus on the small ones today because I love them. I love them. There's just something about, I don't know what it is, something about just a little, something that's a little smaller than normal, and they're very easy because there's not a lot of surface area that you have to create on, and they just go fast, right? It's something you can do very quick, and it's easy and it's cute. That's my I have a 3 rule prerequisite for little something type projects. Quick, easy, cute. That's it right there. So the first thing we're going to do, I have a stack of napkins here just to kind of choose from and play with today. The first thing we're going to do is this right here, though. Do you see how this is right here and right here? I actually am not going to change the black spine. Let me kind of open this up. I'm not going to change the black spine at all. I'm just going to leave it black. So it's going to be helpful because I'm actually going to paint over this. I'm going to do a base coat of paint over this so that all of this doesn't show through what I'm putting on top of it. And this goes for whether you're using napkin art or paper, okay? Because this is black and white, it's pretty graphic. Even it might even show through your paper, okay? Hi, Tracy. Aw, you're spending your Friday lunch with me. I feel so privileged. Thank you. Thank you for doing that. Okay. The name of the book I just showed, these are the composition books. Oh, this one, it was just a journal, and it's in the craft area. Got it at Walmart in the craft area. I think it's around $5. I don't even think it was $5. Maybe $4.97 or something like that. One of those Walmart type prices. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to take that washi tape again that I have so much of. You could use painter's tape if you want to. And I'm just going to line it up right here against the edge of this black spine. Okay, because I'm going to paint this part. And this is something that if you're going to do multiples of these, girls, I would just get however many you want, and I would paint them all at one time. Just get them out. Tape up this part. I'm gonna tape this side too, because I don't know that I'll do the back today, but for sure you would want to do the back. You don't want to leave the back hanging, right? And I'm just wrapping that in. So I would paint them all and just get that part over with, right? And that way, the painting's done, you can just go and have fun decorating them, okay? Now, I'm going to go ahead and just use one of my plastic sheets here inside of this. Do you see there's my washi tape right there? And close it just like that. That way, it's going to protect the fanned out pages when I start painting, okay? I'm going to paint with a white paint, and this is I don't know. You could use several different colors. I'm also going to choose to paint with my chalk-based paints, chalk and mineral-based paints. And I do have a reason for this, okay? I know a lot of you have acrylic craft paints. Acrylic craft paints have a lot more kind of, they're more water-based, okay? So what happens, because this is basically this is still paper. It's not as thin as like notebook paper. It's kind of like a thin chipboard or thin cardboard pressed paper, okay? If you're using your craft paint, you're going to get a lot of curl, okay? You're going to get a lot of curl with them. I'm going to go back to this one because this one has chalk paint underneath it. Chalk paint, even though sometimes you might get a little curl with your corners, when that chalk paint hardens, y'all, it's nice and stiff. Like, it's really nice and stiff, and it flattens back out so much easier. It just flattens out better as it hardens than just regular craft paint, okay? So I'm going to just leave that with you. You can choose to paint it however you want. I'm choosing to go the chalk and mineral based paints because they harden and they're just very, very strong and secure. I would use any of the whites, right? So in Country Chic paint that we carry at my shop, we have Simplicity, which is like a pure white. We have Vanilla Frosting, which is like a warm white or an antique white. We have this color that I'm going to use today called Crinoline. It's kind of a white. It's also a white. I know it seems so strange, like all these whites, but they each kind of have their own look. Okay, or you could even go with a cream. All right, a cream would be fine. Because I'm doing napkin art, I want it to be kind of a blunt, nice blank surface. I don't want to see any of this black and white marbling. Okay. And I'm going to change my screen here in just a second. I just want to show you this color called Crinoline. Has a little bit of a, I'm going to say maybe a little tiny hint of gray, just a little bit of a gray tone to it, which is I don't know. It's hard to say. You almost have to like see the whites right next to each other to see the differences. But anything light, okay, anything light is what I would tell you to choose. All right, so let's go ahead and dip in. So I have taped off this edge and I'm going to dip into my paint. I'm going to go ahead and change my screen, you guys. There we go. So you can see a little better. And I'm just going to start painting, right? You could put a little piece of parchment paper, behind your cover, or if you have another little small craft mat, you could do that too. I also really like the coverage of the chocolate mineral paints, so they just work so well. So I'm going to start by just getting a coat on. And I'm actually going to do, I don't know how much time we'll have, but I'm going to try to do 2 with you today, or at least finish 1, start 1, something like that. So I'm going to put that plastic in there. Again, this is just to protect your fanned out pages. Okay. And let the first coat be kind of like, I would consider it like a primer coat. Okay, so it's okay if you see through it. We just want to get a quick primer coat on here, just a base coat. And we're going to let that dry. And you're going to see when the second coat goes on, it'll be a huge difference. You can use your heat tools to dry the paint. No problem there. Okay, so this is a pretty good first pass. You can still kind of see through it. Thank you, Cheryl. Cheryl's posting the links. Like I said, I'm using the color Crinoline today, but Simplicity, Vanilla Frosting, Cheesecake, Crinoline, all of these would be great options. Now, you'll I don't know if you can tell on camera, but you'll see that as these kind of dry, they kind of curve a little bit like that, right? But they're going to flatten back out. They'll flatten back out as they dry and as the paint hardens. And I just want to get this first coat dry, and then I can add the second coat. You like to use gesso. That is a great option, especially if you have a white, a nice thick white gesso. Gesso would be great as well. Gesso also is something that kind of hardens somewhat. So yeah, I think gesso would be a great option too. If all you have is acrylic craft paint, just use it. It's fine. You may have to put, when you're done, you may have to put like something heavy on top of your notebook just to flatten out the cover. Okay. Whereas when you use like the thick white gesso or these chalk and mineral based paints, you really don't have that much curling. Okay. Does that make sense, guys? Okay, great. Great, great, great. All right, let's go ahead and do another coat. And usually for me, if I'm using this paint, 2 coats does it. Usually don't have to do more than 2 coats. If you know somebody that travels a lot, I know a lot of people, and especially a lot of people, even like in my scrapbooking group, they love having a little travel journal with them when they travel, just to make notes, kind of where they stopped and what they did, because then they can go back and refer to them when they're creating their scrapbook layouts, when they're adding their photos and their journaling. So anybody that travels, I think, would love a little notebook like this. I don't know. Notebooks are just so fun, right? I think we all love notebooks. And I'm still kind of old school, I have to admit. I know a lot of people put notes in their phones and all of that, but I'm still kind of a paper pen kind of girl. Pencil, paper, I don't know. I'm also I'm kind of a list maker, and I'm going to tell on myself here. I'm the kind of list maker that I will make the list, and I'll even put things on the list I've already accomplished just so I can check them off. So I feel better about my list. Isn't that silly? All right. This looks pretty good to me. It's going to take a second for this to dry. I put on a slightly thicker coat for this one. Let's see. Did you say you don't have to paint the cover if you use gesso? No, if you have a white gesso, no, you can just use your white gesso. And if you need more than one coat, you can do more than one coat. Okay. Yeah. And if you feel like, we all paint kind of differently, so if you feel like it didn't cover up enough, you can, if you feel like you have to do another coat, you can. I think this is going to be plenty enough for me, for the napkins that I'm planning to use. So I think this will be fine. Darla says, love having one. Also give them in your Bible class. Oh, I love that. That's great. That's great, Darla. Yeah, they're so much fun to make. This is also a great craft. Like if you have grandkids or you have kids and you want to just do a fun craft with them, this would be a great one. And especially as we enter into fall, um, you know, a lot of times when I was crafting with my kids or my grandkids, we, if you want to talk about, gratitude, things you're thankful for, just doing a little gratitude journal with them would be fun. And just tell them every day, write down something they're thankful for. Encouraging our kiddos to write is a really good thing to do. And it's actually good for us too, as adults. You do that too, Kathy? Yeah, I know it's silly, but it just makes me feel better when I have some of those things on my checklist checked off. All right, I think we're pretty good. Do you see what I mean about the flatness? You just don't have a lot of trouble with curling, which I love. That's great. Just one less thing I have to worry about. All right, let's go ahead and take out our plastic. Now I'm just doing the covers of these today. You would definitely want to do something on the back as well. And if you, I think y'all can see. I just want you to see. Do you see what I'm talking about with the flatness? You know what I mean? And it's going to become even flatter as the paint hardens. So it really makes a nice protective cover. You can keep the washi tape on it if you want to, while you're adding your other papers. We're going to do napkins today. You can do all of that. You can change that up. So I'm probably going to leave mine on until the end, and then I'll take it off, or I don't know. I don't know that it really matters. Okay, so my first one, I have this napkin and I think it's so cute. It says think positive thoughts. What a great thing to put on a journal. Now, you can see this is going to take up. This is this particular napkin is what we call a luncheon size napkin. So it's fairly large. Let me cut my square out here. So one cool thing about napkin art is a lot of times you can find napkins with, I call them inspirables, cute little messages, right? Just fun words or messages, things like that. And I thought, oh, this would be so cute. I could do this for my oldest daughter is a third grade teacher. And I'm like, oh, I could do a cute little notebook for her. Isn't that fun? Now, I think I am going to take this tape off because I need to be able to really see where the edge is, and I want you to be able to see where the edge is. Okay, so you can see I had a little tiny bit of paint kind of bleed through right there. Sometimes you can literally watch, because the paint hasn't hardened yet, the chalk paint, I can literally just scratch that right off with my fingernail. So I like that too. All right, so let's see about how much this is going to cover. So it's not going to cover quite everything. So I could do maybe another little band of color or something kind of right along this edge. And I think that that actually would be really cute. So I'm going to fold this over a little bit. I'm just going to take off part of this napkin. You know what? I need my bigger scissors here. I have not, I have still yet to completely unpack from the event. I started, we got the boxes unpacked that we brought back, but I feel like this week I'm very disheveled. Do y'all feel like that after you get back from a trip? Because this wasn't just a trip. It wasn't just a vacation. It was an art event, and we had to take everything with us, bring everything back. I'm going to go ahead and separate this napkin. Y'all know I do my kind of lick and stick method for this. Press together. It just pulls the pieces together. It just kind of grabs them so I can easily separate them. Pulls the pieces apart is what I meant to say. So if you're doing napkin art, you've got to take the plies off. Some napkins will have 2 extra plies. Some will just have 1, but we need to make sure that that comes off. Look how cute. That's so cute. So I was kind of thinking on this one, I would use this little black and white check. So let's see, maybe about like that. We can always cut away the excess off the edges. We can even sand it away, a little piece of sandpaper if we need to, or you can just cut it ahead of time. I kind of like just sanding it away or cutting it away, so that way I've got some wiggle room when I put things on here. And it's so fun because we can add a little bit of ribbon. We can do all the things. All right, so I'm going to put this piece on first. And for this, anytime what I'm going to use is just Mod Podge matte today. Now, there are different methods. There are iron-on methods. There are so many different methods, but sometimes I just go with just my straight Mod Podge. I don't have to have any other tools, it's just easy. I don't have to get the iron out. I am going to put a clean something underneath the cover again, right? Do we know why? Yeah, because we're going to paint this Mod Podge on. So Mod Podge matte is my choice for these little guys. And I'm going to go ahead and just kind of put it everywhere. It is important that your paint is dry before you put your Mod Podge on. Oh, thank you for sprinkling. I always forget. I always forget to tell you this. And Sally, I think it's great that you're doing this for the cancer group. Very good. That's awesome. So I'm just going to kind of lay this in place where I want it to be. Just kind of, you can kind of tap it in place if you want. And then you have a couple of choices here. You could choose to just use a chip brush and pounce it down, or you take another plastic sheet, which is the best way to get a nice smooth finish. I'm using deli bakery plastic sheets. I get them on Amazon, but you could use any kind of plastic wrap. You've got plenty, you probably have plastic wrap in your kitchen right now. You could use even a saran wrap. You could use, you could even cut apart a baggie, right? Just some sort of plastic sheet, plastic wrap, something. You could cut apart a sandwich baggie, a freezer bag, something like that will work just great. But this is going to give you your smoothest adhesion when we lift this off. Okay, so you can see I'm just really smoothing in the middle and then kind of pulling it out to the edge. And then we're just going to carefully peel this back. Carefully peel it back because some of the Mod Podge is going to seep through the napkin onto your plastic. Hopefully, I think y'all can see that. You can reuse your plastic sheets again and again. You just want to make sure they have time to dry. Well, I wouldn't say again and again, maybe 2 or 3 times, and then I would toss them. So now I'm going to put on this little black strip. I'm going to put a little bit of Mod Podge on top of that other napkin. Did I separate this one already? Yeah, I did. And let's just, I'm just going to bring it kind of right here along this edge. So if you don't want to use plastic wrap, I'll demonstrate it here. You can use a chip brush. And a chip brush, you don't put anything on it. You leave it nice and dry, and you just pounce it up and down. Gives it a little more texture sometimes. So if you don't mind the texture, there we go. Now, what's going to happen next is I'm going to go ahead and just dry this, okay? I should think about selling small packages of the deli wrap. Yeah, I think the box I get has like 1,000 sheets. It's hard to find it in small amounts. So I want to dry these napkins really fast. Just want to make sure it's really good and dry before I take off the excess. This is going to be so pretty. Okay, I think that's enough. And then we have some options. So let's go ahead and take this off. Take off my plastic. If you're going to just cut away, if you're just going to trim away, it's so much easier to do it from the back because you can really see where the edge of the book cover is, or not book cover, well, notepad cover. Is it still a book? And mine does have rounded corners. So I'll just use my small scissors to go around the round. Perfect. Perfect. Look how cute and fast that was. Super cute and super fast. Now, if this were paper, right? You don't really have to do a top coat. if you're using like scrapbook paper and your adhesive or double-sided tape or things like that. But because I used napkins, I have to put a top coat on. I have to, because this is such a thin tissue. I want to protect it. And if you're like me, I'm kind of hard on the books I carry around. I'm tossing them into bags and, taking them in and out all the time. We want to make sure that our napkin art is completely protected. It's also going to help our napkin art be more translucent, which is great. Okay, so this is just a thin coat over the top. All you need. Those of you that are using gesso, if you want to use like a clear gesso, make sure that you're using a gesso made for paper so it doesn't feel gritty like sandpaper. There are different types of gesso out there. Some gesso is made for canvas, and it's very gritty. When it dries, it feels kind of like sandpaper. So let's make sure that you're using one that's really made for paper. All right, so I'm just using Mod Podge for mine all the way through. This will just take a second to dry, so it'll look kind of milky at first, but it's going to dry crystal clear. I'm going to move it out of the way, and I want to play with this one. Let's play with this one next. Yes, we are. Thank you, Cheryl. I almost forgot what I was supposed to be doing. We are with the fall release. Our next bundle in the Napkin Club is called Almost Fall, because it is almost fall, and it is so pretty. We've got some really beautiful fall inspired napkins. I think all of us are starting to think fall and getting ready for it. And so in looking at the quantities that we have some open spots, and we would love for you to come and join us. So we're going to give everybody that's watching the Craft and Chat today, we're going to give you a special invitation link. A special invitation link for those of you that maybe want to come and join us in the Napkin Club. I would love for you to come join us. We're going to be opening our doors later this month, but I thought, let's just go ahead and invite some people now. This is the next one I want to make. Look at this. I love this napkin. It says life is sweet, has little blueberries on it. How cute would this be to keep in your kitchen, right? So maybe you want to, oh, I forgot. This one is double. I forgot. So you have seasoned with love with the pie, and then life is sweet. So this one's cute because you could do one of these on the front and one of these on the back, or maybe one on the inside cover. I had forgotten this one was double like this. But maybe, you just want to have a little notebook that stays in your kitchen. Or maybe you want to give a little notebook that kind of has this sweet theme to it to someone. Maybe someone that loves to cook or is constantly writing down recipes, or needs a little notebook for their shopping list, things like that. I think this one's really cute. Isn't that cute? Which one should I use on the front? I think I might use this one on the front. That's just really cute to me. The pie is very cute. Okay, so if I decide I want to use this one, I was trying to think of like companion things that I could put on it. We also have this companion napkin, which I should mention this too about the Napkin Club. If you join us in the Napkin Club, okay, we send you a unique bundle of napkins every month, right? So instead of getting, a full pack of 24 of one napkin, you're getting, actually it's 18. It's 18 in the Almost Fall bundle. You're getting 18 different unique napkins. When you open your napkins, then you have 4 panels. So that's plenty of napkin art to create with, okay? So some of the napkins I'm using today, actually all of the napkins I'm using today, are from past bundles. And as a Napkin Club member, you get access to purchase from past bundles. We sell them in pairs. So it's like $1, what is it, Cheryl? $1.25 a pair. So that if you did want to go in and make multiples of something, you could. So look at this napkin. So cute. Jam-packed with love. I love all the berries. Oh, I love this right here. Look at that. That's really cute. So this could be a napkin that maybe I put on the back. Maybe this is what I put on the back of my notebook. So it's just got a little variety of everything. And then I can use maybe this as you open up, right? To have something cute to look at when you open this up. What do you think? Which one would y'all use? Yeah, y'all tell me, pie or blueberries? I think I'm going to do the pie. I'm going to do the pie. Never mind. It's decided. I'm doing the pie. I love pie. So what could I do with this? Look how cute that is. I could do this fun little red on here. I think let's just kind of play around with this one. Let's have some fun with this one. This is a cocktail napkin. So I could put this on either side. I also have this napkin with some blueberries. That could be cute on the inside cover, right? I have this blue, which is cute. Okay, I'm kind of leaning towards the red. All right, so I think what I'm going to do again is I'm going to start with this little row. This will look cute with some of the stuff I have out in my kitchen right now. So if I did want to do a row of this on the end, I don't know why, but I like putting stuff on the end here because if you did want to add a little, little place for a pin holder or something, it just looks kind of cute. You also could add like a button for a closure if you wanted to add ribbons so that it could be tied shut if you wanted it to, all of those things. So let's just see. I'm just going to kind of play here a minute. So that, I think that's going to fit perfectly just like that, but we might add a little something else to it too. All right, let me go ahead and take this off. Take off my washi tape. And then, of course, after we get our napkin art on and we seal it and it's nice and dry, then we can embellish. Then we get to embellish, and that's always fun. That's where you could add those little ribbons or charms or trinkets or anything else you want to add to it. So y'all want to do some brainstorming? Yeah, you're interested, Lori? Great. We would love for you to come and join us. Let's do some brainstorming. How could you see using these little half composition books? How could you see using these little half composition books? Especially if you did them like I did my journal, if you wanted to put dividers in them, it'd be a really cute, could really be a cute recipe type book. And I love the idea of a Christmas planner and a gratitude book. Okay. Hostess gifts. Yes, a hostess gift. You know what else? These would be great sign-in gifts. Like if you had a shower, let me go big for a minute. Like if you had a shower and you wanted to do like advice to the bride, a little notebook like this would be cute. Everybody could write on the pages their advice, or advice to the new mom. If it was a baby shower, that would be really, really cute. And I don't know why you couldn't add pictures in these too, if you wanted to. I think pretty much anything goes. And as crafty people, I think they'd be great as reference books. How many of you, if you have like lots of, ink colors or paint colors, you could literally just make yourself like swatches, just paint in swatches. I know like in my fabric group, a lot of us have reference books for like our thread colors that we have. So could be great for that too, just as a crafty for a crafty purpose. Yes, back to school for practicing their writing. Yes. Yeah, that's a great idea, Suzanne. Prayer journals. That's great, Marnette. They're perfect for that. Yeah. Yes. So many, I mean, so many ideas, so many things. And you know what else you could do? Is you could make some of these with no theme, just cute, decorative, so that whoever you gift them to can use them in any way that they want to. Okay. All right. So I'm going to kind of bring my napkin down here a little bit. The cocktail size napkin, the beverage size napkin, it almost fits like perfectly. Just a tiny bit over the edge. All right, I'm going to use my plastic sheet so that this comes out really nice and smooth, especially things with words. It's nice that those words look really nice and smooth. And the cool thing about using your napkin art is a lot of times nobody's going to have a clue that it's napkins. And getting back to the like advice to a bride or advice to a new mom, if you had a particular napkin that was being used at the baby shower or the bridal shower, you could use it on the book, and then that would make it even more special, right? Yes. It's fun sometimes to gift things that maybe you want to do your favorite quotes, right? Favorite quotes in a book and pass that on to someone, your favorite verses in a book and pass that on. So you could have little surprises in the notebook too, so that when whoever you gift it to, when they get to that page, they have a little surprise message from you. That would be fun. Oh, this is really cute. Okay, so we're going to carefully pull this back. But yes, we would love for you to come and join us. We always have so much fun in the Napkin Club. And we're making room for more people. More the merrier. Oh, this looks really good. Now I can still see a little bit of my marbling, just a tiny little bit of that marbling coming through, but I actually really like it on this because there was so much white space on this napkin. It actually looks really cute. Okay, so what are we doing? I'm just drying it so that I can trim away the edges. Here are my scissors and just trim away. You can sand this too if you want. I'm just going to trim it. But yeah, you could just have some fun. And if you just block out an afternoon for some crafty fun and just make these cute altered notebooks. Look how cute. Do you see what I mean? See how you can kind of see just a little bit of that marbling coming through? It actually looks kind of cute for the background. That's adorable. That is so cute. All right, we got to put a top coat on it. Just reuse one of these real fast. Let's put a top coat because we used napkin art. If you're just using scrapbook paper or something, no problem. I'm going to give you one more repurpose idea. Okay, because this is something that even though we're not in Christmas yet, but it's always good to kind of get ahead of the holidays. how many of you repurpose your Christmas cards? Like your Christmas card fronts. I don't mean, not ones that are special to you, have special meaning that you want to keep, that maybe have special messages inside. But I know I have a lot of Christmas cards. And so sometimes what I'll do is I will repurpose the front of the card. I'll cut the front of the card off. And that's something that you could maybe even repurpose and utilize or use those on your covers, or maybe use those as dividers in your little notebook, right? So let's think about that. There might be something that you have a lot of that you could repurpose. Okay. Yes. Walmart. I got mine at Walmart. I'm going to tell you to look anywhere that has school supplies. That's where they'll be. Anywhere that sells school supplies. And if you don't want to get out and fight the school supply crowd, you'll probably pay a little bit more, but it might be worth it, and just buy them online. Okay. Okay. I'm going to set this one to the side. Let that dry. Oh. Isn't that cute? It's so cute. So cute. Okay. Now we could get really crazy, right? Like we could start collaging other things on these. We could, you can take them to the decorative level that you want. Okay. If you're a mixed media artist, you may want to use all kinds of things on these, right? But I'm going to encourage you, if you're going to do a bunch, start with just this. Maybe a couple patterns, a couple of whatever. And then as you kind of get through, like paint them all, get that done. Maybe get the base, kind of something like this done. And then when there's time, and depending on who you're going to give it to, sometimes that makes a difference too. Then you can be like, okay, now I know I want to give this to so-and-so. So I'm going to add a pretty sunflower right here. I want to add, some ribbon or something over here. I think then you can customize them to who you're going to give them to. Okay. I can tell you that if you're giving them as like stocking stuffers to kids, don't put a lot of extra effort. It is just a notepad after all, but it would be cute to have a little holder for a cute Christmas pin or a Christmas pencil, right? So you could add maybe something like that, maybe a little ribbon. But if you're giving one like to your best friend, right, you might want to fancy this up. If you're doing one for advice to, the new bride, you're going to want to fancy it up, right? Does that make sense? Dollar Tree has them. Yay. I didn't know Dollar Tree had the half composition books. That's awesome. I'll show you on the back. I just want to show you again in case you signed on late. Yes, this is a composition book. Most composition books come like this size, but now we can get them in half size. They're cutting them in half, so you can get them in half size. So regardless what you're wanting to do, if you want to do a bigger journal for someone, that's great. You can do the big size journal, especially for, like I said, a travel journal or just a, I don't know, however they want to use it. But these half sizes are fabulous. They're just so cute and so fun and so easy. So I'm going to go ahead and bring this one over here too, just so you can see kind of what we've done here. They don't have to all be like this. They can be different. One thing I'm going to add, I think on this one, we have the little black check. These are my ribbon cards. I don't know if I've ever shown these to you guys before, but this is how I do my ribbon. I have them on these cards and I just wrap them on, right? So like, here's a red card, pink, yellow, orange. So this is kind of my brights. This is how I do them. These are actually comic book boards that I cut down to size, and they're sturdy, right? They're sturdy. They can hold up to the ribbon. So that's how I organize my ribbon here. So I was going to look and see, think positive thoughts. Let's see what colors we could add to this, because look, we might even, I like rickrack. I think rickrack's really cute. Maybe we add a little bit of rickrack. This is something we could even add over here and tie off at the top. That's kind of cute. Let's do that. Let's add a little bit of this. And again, it's one of those things that it's really just kind of up to you. Whatever you want to tie off, tie on, right? So you can embellish these and just have some fun with them. Now, I need to turn on my glue gun. If I'm going to do any kind of ribbon around the edges or something like that, I wonder if I should do another ribbon with this one. You know what? I think it might be even cute to add some, this is like measuring tape. I'm just thinking because my daughter's a teacher, so I'm thinking I might give this to her. I'm going to add this ribbon in that has this measuring tape on it. So I'm going to add that in there too. So again, you can customize it, right, to whoever you're going to give it to. And then what I'll do is I'll add just a couple little dots of hot glue just to kind of hold things in place. That's cute. And then if I have some of this on there too, do you see what I mean? How cute that's going to be? Yeah, I like that. I think that is really cute. I can come over here and I can do something. I see I have a little tiny piece of, I get that off. I can, decorate. I can put something over here if I want to. My daughter's not very foofy, so I'm not going to do too much. Just a couple little dots, tiny little dots of hot glue there. It just is to hold this part in place, right? And I guess I need to put it in place where I actually want it to be. Not a lot of gloppy glue, just a little bit. I need another glue stick in there. Old cards our children gave us would be great. Yeah, I think you can just do all kinds of things, right? So many things we can do. Just tiny little bits of glue. This is where you can really have fun. Little trinkets, charms, whatever you want to put on these. But again, I think if you're going to do a bunch, just kind of get them to this stage. And then as you get ready to give them, whoever you're going to give them to, then you can add the foof, because you're going to know about, kind of how foofy that person is. I knew that did not stick. Let's do this one again. Okay. Because I moved it. Just a little bit, not much. I'm going to do this one right on this edge. And of course, if you're going to do anything on the inside cover here, you probably would want to do that before you add your ribbons and stuff. But I just want to add this real quick so you can see what I'm talking about. Okay, so now up here, I'm just going to tie this in a knot. Turn the tails on the way I want them to be. Cute. A little more hot glue, kind of right there at the base of the knot. Oh, that's cute. Oh, I tied it too tight. So I'm just doing a couple of knots. You could have knotted them together, I suppose. And, you know, y'all can embellish these however you want. And then again, just that little bit of glue at the base of the knot. Isn't that cute? So then if I want to put something else there that dangles, she's not much of a dangly kind of person. But I could put a cute little button or something right there. I could have put a couple of cute little buttons maybe over here. If I want to have something, you know, to hold a pen, I could do that. A little button closure would be really super cute. Or you could even just add some ribbons, right? Some ribbons here if you wanted to do a tie-off closure. But this is where you can just, you know, you get to embellish to whatever degree you feel like you want, right? To whatever degree you feel like you want. And yeah, I love having my ribbon this way because I can just see everything so easy at a glance. I have one of these containers that's brights. I have one that's darks, and I have one that's lights. So no more spools everywhere. And it just takes up so much space. I can get a ton in this little container without having to take up all that space. Okay, so I was kind of thinking a black button since we pulled in the black here, but I don't know if I kind of like the knots showing. So maybe if we do anything, we might do a little black button over here, or we might go smaller. I have some smaller ones here. Maybe even a couple small ones. Yes, I think the small ones are cuter for Rachel. I think she'll like that. And voila. Isn't that cute? If you wanted to do pen work on anything, you could. If you're a napkin art person, if you have to have it sealed. I'm not going to do any at all. I think this looks really cute, just like this. If you want to add sparkle, you could add sparkle. I think it's just really cute and adorable. Do y'all like that? Isn't it cute? She'll love it. She will love it. Okay, so let's look at this one real quick. This one, I could do some pen work on. Let's do just a little bit of pen work just so that you can kind of see how that would look. Let me get my, oh, where's my little piece of paper here? There it is. So let's do a little bit of pen work on this one. If I wanted to come in and maybe do some pen work around any of the things that are on here, I could. Now, depending on who you're giving it to, you really kind of have to think about this, right? Can you see the pen work right there? I'll bring this down. You know, our time is valuable, right? Our time is valuable. Some people in our life are going to appreciate these handmade things very, very, very much. And those are the people that you're going to put more time and effort into things. And some people, it's just like, you know, it doesn't matter. Like my grandkids, they're not going to care if their little Christmas notebooks have pen work on them or not. right? So use your time. Um, use your time wisely, right? Let's use our time wisely. See how that just kind of helps those pop a little bit. There's a butterfly right here. I'm gonna make her little antennas a little longer. Do you see how that just pops? It just pops a little bit more. If you wanted to add any sparkle, you can make them sparkle. And I think seasonal ones, especially, you know, when you think Christmas and, you know, all the things, I think adding some sparkle, which would be using like stickles or something like that, make a big difference. Isn't that cute? Let's go ahead and do our blueberries down here. You're just kind of helping that artwork to pop a little bit. And it kind of gives it a little bit more of a handmade kind of feel and touch. Okay, isn't that cute? You missed the notification. Okay. You need to go in first off, make sure you're following Miss Tracy Creates. There's a little follow button there, and then you're going to click on your little. I think it's the little. It's either on your phone. I think it's 3 dots, and on your laptop, I think it's the 3 lines. And you'll click on that to manage notifications. And if you want to see all, just make sure it's on all posts, or in a lot of times it'll be on highlights, and that doesn't necessarily notify you of everything. So just check your notifications. And then also just know Craft and Chat for me is Fridays, 11 a.m. Central. Okay. I'm going to do a little, well, I don't know. I think I'm going to leave it at that. Let's leave this one at this. We'll just leave it at this. Now, I have some of this ribbon, which I think is really cute. That really kind of fits well, but it's a little bit big. Also, y'all, this is wired ribbon. Wired ribbon would make a great little pin holder. Okay, a great little pin holder or a pencil holder, right? Be very, very easy to attach that if you wanted to. Okay, as much as I love that one, it's a little big. It's a little bit big. Let's look at this one. Also, by doing my cards like this with my ribbon, y'all, it helps me be aware really fast of like, okay, I don't have a lot of blue right now. I don't have a lot of blue ribbon right now. So next time if I'm out and about and ribbon's on sale, I can be like, okay, I need to get some more blue. Ooh, this to me is a better size for this, right? I think this one is a better size. So again, and I don't have to actually wrap it all the way around the edge unless I want to. And I could just come in, use either your, glue. I'm going to use hot glue today just so it'll grab it nice and fast. But you could use your double-sided tape for ribbon. Score tape is especially good for ribbon. Super strong. And I could just cut these off to the edge. Isn't that cute? Let's see, what else do I have over here? I think this is actually really cute with it. The other thing we can do is if we want to bring, let me make sure I have enough here. I think I do. The other thing we can do with our ribbon here is tie it kind of off here in the middle. So watch what I'm going to do. I just kind of tied this. Oh, sorry. I'm going to make sure I'm on camera. I'm going to put a little bit of glue. Again, I'm using my little mini, my micro tip, Surebonder glue gun. Love the micro tip. And that way this part stays down nicely. And then let's tie off a bow here in the middle. So it doesn't always have to be at the top. Now I'm going to put a little drop of hot glue underneath the actual knot. So you could even just tie off a bow like that. Cute. And then let me grab a red button. Ooh, my buttons moved. Here they are. Let's see if we can find a button that looks good. Is that too big, y'all? It seems like all the buttons always want to go down to the bottom. The small buttons all want to go down to the bottom of the jar. Always. These are all so big. There we go. I think one like this. That seems a little big to me, but look, just like that. That's so cute. Just a quick little button. And none of this is going to affect your book. Okay. Your book's still going to open. It's not going to affect the, here, let me just show you. You see what I mean? It's still going to open just fine. It's not going to be affected at all. So you could do just like that. Like I said, just a cute little bow. It could have multiple colors on it if you want. Also the black spine, okay? That black spine, it doesn't actually have to stay black. If you want to paint that out, you can. If you want to cover that, I'm going to warn you about covering it with paper. Because of the type of spine that this is, it's going to have some give. One thing you could cover it with is washi tape, because washi tape is flexible, right? So washi tape would be flexible, or painting it. That would probably be my option, because then it's not going to impede or cause any problems with that cover opening. Okay. So what napkin bundle is the positive napkin in? I will have to check. I'm not sure that I know right offhand, but I think these turned out so cute. Let me go back to this screen real quick. Isn't that just darling? And of course, like I said, you can foo-foo them up more if you want to. That part's just up to you. I think I might even add in some red baker's twine over here. I think we need a little bit of red over here. So let me do that real quick. If I have any red baker's twine in here. Oh, y'all, I don't think I do. I think it's still packed with some Christmas stuff. I think it's still packed with, because our event last week was a Christmas event. So I'll find that and I'll add a little, I'm just going to add a little red and white baker's twine in here, especially since this has kind of got the baking, cooking kind of feel. I think it'll be really cute and it'll brighten up this side. But otherwise, I'm just really pleased with these. And like I said, if you're going to do several, just tape them and paint them. Tape them, paint them out. And then that way, that part's all done. The messy part is done. You don't have to worry about it. Then they're just ready to go and you can start altering them. You can add paper to them. You can add napkins to them. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Somebody was watching and heard, and magically red and white twine appears. But you can paint them. You can, there's all kinds of things. If you're going to do, for those of you that are in my fabric fan club, Okay. If you're going to do a cute little reference book for like your sewing threads and all of that, well, what if we did sewing tissue, sewing pattern tissue on the cover, right? Like there's some fun things we can do. In fact, we probably should do that in the club. That would be a lot of fun. I teach faith journaling also. If you're a faith journaler, same kind of thing. I'm going to pop this button off. Hang on. This is usually when I tell everyone to look away. Look away. In my faith journaling group, these will be great little faith journals or prayer journals, right? Faith journals or prayer journals. Gosh, there's just so many ways I think that we could use these. You know what? I think since I already glued that down, I'm just going to tie the bow. I'm just going to tie the bow. And we're going to glue it in place with the button right on top. Look how cute that is. Oh my goodness. That's adorable. So I think you could just use these for all kinds of things. Definitely showers, for sure. Baby shower, bridal showers. Could even be fun again with Thanksgiving and fall coming up, a gratitude journal that maybe the whole family writes in. That would be a fun keepsake, right? I might have made this tail a little long. Let's make this one a little bit shorter. I put a little knot in the end of my twine so it doesn't all completely unravel. Yeah, there we go. That's the ticket. Sometimes we just know, like it just needs that one other little thing. We just need to brighten it up. Put this down. That is super cute. And then we'll put our little button right on top. Let me hold it down for just a second. We're glad to have you back too, Jan. I don't know if it's Jonda, but I love you and I'm happy you're back. You want to see more using fabric? Okay. We'll mix some fabric in. Yeah, but we do have spots open right now in the Napkin Club because we're bringing in more quantities of napkins because we know how many people, so many people love to craft in the fall and the holidays. In these next few months, crafters it's just our time, right? Like we just love it. We love the change of the seasons. We love the colors, all of those things. And so we're making extra room and we would love for you guys to come and join us. Yeah, I think that's what that needed. Just a little pop. So cute. So cute. And easy. That's the other thing. I think, especially with the little somethings, right? A little something that you're going to make. What are my 3 rules? Quick, easy, cute. Quick, easy, and cute. That's what we need to make perfect little somethings, right?